NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. Here's the starting group for Kansas City. Griffin out there with ABC. Then it's Little, and it's Teague in at the 2 guard. And for Vancouver, they've got Adams, and it's Lloyd in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And that one is hammered home.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Teague drives in, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And Vancouver with the possession here, following the score by Kansas City. From 10 feet out, and Griffin sends it back. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Lloyd from 13 feet. It goes down.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession.
Kansas City team ball.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
And that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Left side, Griffin. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Kansas City.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Adams outside. Pass to Kennedy. The feed to Adams. And the layup's good off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Kansas City leading by 5. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. Down to... Oh!
Man.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Vancouver pulls it in.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Tips it up, and Collins is right there.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Offensive rebound.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Out to the right wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And at this point in the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineup, trying to find the right formula.
Taking two shots.
Especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Now the pass to Griffin. And that one, good. Griffin's got his third basket of the night right there.
How about the amazing crossover there, demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Kansas City leading by 6. Now Webb. Sullivan, the pass to Webb. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Webb, the pass to Griffin. Here's Sullivan. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Passes it to Collins. Off on the layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
That shot is off. So Vancouver will take it the other way. And going against Kansas City, their first meeting of the season. Wilkins can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Sullivan. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Misses off the left iron. Kansas City leading by 10. pass to Webb. Out to the wing. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Kansas City's ball. That one drops for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Cannon passes to Johnson. They need this one, and Griffin sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Peyton. And it's Kansas City's ball. It's a 14-point game. Griffin inside. Johnson's there. Griffin's shot is off.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Left block shot on the way. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And he sinks the layup.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Kansas City ahead, up by 16. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen, guys, from Kansas City.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Setting the floor for Kansas City. We've got Griffin, and it's Teague in at the small forward position.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Collins checked in for Vancouver. ABC's checked in for Kansas City. Little comes in for Bryant. Clark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point. And it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
For Vancouver, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency, 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
To the inside. Lloyd the pass to Collins. Good on the bucket.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Vancouver shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And that one falls for Collins. Kansas City leading by 17. Over to the wing. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Rebounded by Lloyd. Here's Vancouver with the ball. Adams right side. Vancouver working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Puts one up from 19. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Vancouver trails by 16. Feeds it to Collins. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And Vancouver with the possession here. And that one's good. Boy.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Kansas City decides to take their first timeout here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A three-pointer, no good. For Vancouver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Kennedy. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Clock at 6. And Kansas City pushing it up now. Lays it in off the breakaway. 11 points in the game.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And Kansas City leads by 16.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Johnson, he's checked in for Collins. And Kansas City making a change here. Kansas City leading by 16. To the wing right side. Here's Sullivan. The 3. And Kansas City misses again. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Six to shoot. It's deflected. And he uses both hands to jam it in. And here is Teague. Pass to Little. Takes a 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's back-to-back threes.
Vancouver
He just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Wilkins passes to Mr. Clutch. Wilkins against Webb on the wing. Johnson. Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got his second basket of the night.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Players, Clark, as we know, are changing teams more than ever before. Some don't like it, some do. But free agency is something historically that was fought for by the Players Club.
And again, you've heard me say it before, Kevin, empowerment of the players I'm in favor of, and freedom of movement is part of that empowerment. And sure, it can cut both ways to where some fans and league executives may be a little bit frustrated by it, but I tell you what, it's good in my mind for the players.
To the left side wing. They pass to Sullivan. 6 on the shot clock. Drains the three-pointer. He has 7.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Payton. The shot, no good. Nice D from Bryant. Kansas City leading by 17. Pass to Sullivan. In the corner, it's Little. Another 3 for Kansas City.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Cannon passes to Wilkins. Johnson left side. A baseline J. Rebounded by Kansas City. Little's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Webb. Sullivan covered by Payton. From 17 feet out. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Cannon. And the layup falls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Little. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Little's got 8 points.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Wilkins. No dice from the high post. Sullivan, defended by Wilkins. Here's Sullivan. The putback, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And so it's Kansas City cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Checking out Kansas City. Kenny, what was your impression?
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass. But hey, not looking good out there.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kansas City leading by 22. They've got Collins, and it's Adams in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Darvin Ham. Teague for 3. And the pass to Little. Another shot. And they recover it.
Oh, man, check out the handle. I didn't know he had that in his game.
Vancouver shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Passes it to Adams. Outside Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Collins taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Collins nails both of them. For Kansas City, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Teague against Adams. Goes up at the stripe. Vancouver pulls it in.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Kennedy, Teague covering, count the basket. 5 points in the game.
Speed and agility, guys. I mean, he went right to the defense and took it to the rim.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Vancouver with the ball. Pass to Kennedy. Adams wide open. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Teague. Griffin trying to get open. Second shot opportunity. And the layup good by Teague. Teague's got 6.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Adams' shot is off. Kansas City leading by 21. Outside Teague. Griffin trying to get open, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 8 points for Teague.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Adams outside. And there's the pass to Kennedy. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Outside Teague.
Back door, back door.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Griffin's shot is off. Vancouver trails by 21. That's tipped. And Kansas City pushing it up now. And Griffin slams it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Adams outside. Passes it to Kennedy. Vancouver working the ball around now. Pass to Lloyd. 5 on the clock. Collins, good. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Kansas City leading by 21. Pass to Griffin. Teague deciding where to go with it. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Back to Adams. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Cox. For Kansas City, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. So the wing on the left. Top of the key, Griffin. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Kansas City.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
The pass to Lloyd. Now the dish to Adams. Drives to the hoop. And Adams with the slam.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Adams defending. Banked in off the glass. He's got 18.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him. You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And no good that time.
Kansas City
So
foul.
Vancouver will take it the other way. Webb's checked in for Kansas City.
Second team foul. Substitution.
Vancouver, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Passes to Cannon. Back to Wilkins. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Sullivan, defended by Payton, goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Wilkins' shot is off.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
For Kansas City, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. No good on them. And Kansas City making a change here. Little's checked in. Good on the second free throw. 1:41 left to play here in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Griffin. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Shot clock at 6. Wilkins puts it up from 7 and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Johnson against Griffin. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Johnson at the elbow. There's the pass to Mr. Clutch. From deep three-point range, doesn't get it to drop for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Kansas City.
And so it's Kansas City with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for Kansas City. We've got Webb, also Bryant out there, and it's Soto in at the 3. Wilkins' shot is off. And Kansas City shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Teague. That one a little long. Here's Vancouver with the ball. Here's Cannon. Rebounded by Kansas City. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. He's defended by Wilkins. From 18 feet away. He can't get that one. So Vancouver will take it the other way. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Personal foul.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Kansas City pushing it up now. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Personal foul.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And that one misses.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Passes it to D. Wide open. Here's Bryant. Kicks to Chandler. Second chance shot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He's got 25.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Adams outside. Chandler with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to D. Chandler trying to free himself up, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And yes, it's good. You know, we have to see that great Mobile One drive one more time.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Adams outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Teague left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Team is in the
free throw good, Teague. And Kansas City making a change here.
Teague taking 2 shots.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Pass to Adams. And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently, as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience, load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans can pay to watch individual games, it's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. You have a job, you should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game.
Here's Teague. Dishes it to Bryant. 6 to shoot. A 3-ball. That shot off. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul. Shooting for Vancouver.
No good on the free throw. Frazier, he's checked in for Vancouver. Mr. Clutch comes in for Adams. No good on the second free throw.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and had a ripple effect on the team.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
For Vancouver, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Outside, Payton. The pass to Townsend. To the inside. Out to Payton. Here's Townsend. Just 5 to shoot. Up and in on the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Townsend grabs the miss.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Payton outside. Passes it to Frazier. Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out, and Kansas City will go the other way with it. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Payton passes to Mr. Clutch. Inside, and so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for Kansas City.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
They shoot again. Pass to D. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Peyton the bounce pass. Pass to Townsend. And here's Wilkins from the arc. It's good from long range.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Vancouver. Back to Peyton.
Kansas City foul. Slaughter. 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And that one misses.
Peyton. 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Webb. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
1st personal foul.
He misses the free
At the
throw.
line for Kansas City. Webb. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. And so Kansas City takes the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.